Hello, so you just bought a torque wrench from Snap-on. You're wondering if it's been calibrated or not. Well, 9 times out of 10, it's been calibrated. The 9 times that it hasn't been calibrated, you'll probably discover it pretty quickly, because a bolt won't be torqued down, tightened to the specifications that you need. Other things that you might come across in your day-to-day life that are calibrated are scales. Anytime you go to a grocery store or even a jewelry store, those scales are calibrated. Why? Well, the owner of that store wants to make sure they get paid their money. And you want to make sure you get the amount of product that you're paying for. If you buy bananas and the scale says that it weighs 3 pounds, you want that scale to say you want to pay for 3 pounds of bananas. You don't want to pay for 6 pounds of bananas, but you only actually got 3 pounds of bananas, right? Right. The jewelry store is the same way. You want to pay for the amount that you're getting. If you want 6 pounds of gold, you want to make sure that you're paying for 6 pounds of gold. So you want to make sure it's calibrated, right? Well, all these calibrations are done one of two ways. Either the stores, manufacturers, or you will end up sending it back to a manufacturer, or someone like me, a metrologist and a calibration technician, will go and calibrate it. A calibration is basically, in layman terms, a adjustment of sorts. We will put on, for scales, we put on weight and we take off weight multiple times to make sure that it has repeatability and it will read the same thing over and over and over again. For a torque wrench, we'll torque it down. We will place it on a nice little torque stand, and we will turn a little handle and make sure that at that specific point it reads what it's supposed to read. A couple other things that you might not think get calibrated that do get calibrated would be a digital multimeter. A very important thing to get calibrated, right? You want to make sure that your, batteries are reading what they're supposed to be reading. If you work on a car, aka if you're a mechanic, and your digital multimeter doesn't work, you don't want to be, playing around with the battery and the electrical components and then zap yourself. It's very dangerous. So you want to make sure that it's calibrated. Or you don't, one of the two. If you trust the manufacturer calibrated it and it was good to go from the start, then by all means use it. I'm just here to say that a calibration lab might be beneficial for you guys to use as we make sure that an item is accurate, and if it's not accurate and it is reading out of tolerance, we're here to adjust it. We adjust it under the guidelines of the calibration TO or the calibration procedure that's provided by the manufacturer or our engineers at our headquarters. All of this to be said that, if you are to get an item like a torque wrench or a digital multimeter, power sensor, power meter, etc., that you probably want to get it tested before you first use it. It's a great idea. It's not very expensive, and hell, you could calibrate it and test it yourself just by going onto Snap-on and pulling the calibration procedure or Fluke or any other manufacturer's website. A lot of them have it, and it's free to pull and utilize at your own whim. So with that, have a good one.